And so you've got the Christians over here saying like, no, the Bible's a literal story, and everything else is esoteric, doctrine of demons. You guys are going way too in depth. You guys are taking it way too serious. Like, you know what I mean? And then you have the esoterics, the Freemasons, the Rosicrucians, the Golden Dawn. Well, they don't really study the Bible, but you know what I mean? Like the esoteric schools of thought. And they're going like, no, you guys are feeble-minded. You guys are believing in fairy tales. You guys are taking the Bible as a literal story. You guys are taking religious texts and thinking of it as a literal series of events, but it was never that. It's metaphorical, it's philosophical, it's theological, it's all these things. But the thing is that it's both of them. It's both of them combined. Like there's this divide that takes place where it's like you have to choose one or the other. It's either the Bible was a literal series of events that happened, okay, or you believe that, oh, okay, Israel isn't an actual physical place. It's a place that you reach in your mind. It's like a consciousness. It's this kind of stuff. And then they have mountains of evidence for it, for verses in the Bible. And then Freemasons are amazing sometimes because they can literally show you the anatomy of a body and like the 33 vertebrae of your spine. Golgotha, in the York Rite, Freemasonry, Knights Templars, Golgotha is the place in the back of your mind. And each life of Jesus Christ, I said that so weird, but each life of Jesus Christ, sorry, each year of Jesus Christ's life is one up in your spine, and then your spinal fluid reaches all the way up, and this like it's incredible, like this stuff that they'll speak about, and it's doctors, you know what I mean, like people who actually know it, who know the anatomy of the body, and then they look at these religious texts and they're like, oh, like this is making sense, and so they feel like they found something that's so hidden that no one else can find, like that Christians are missing, and they're right, because the Christians are missing it, because they're only taking it as a literal story that happened, right? And so, and everything else is witchcraft, everything else is demonic, everything else is this. And so, it's actually difficult to be an actual individual, right, who goes to a church and then you start saying these kind of ideas where it is a literal story, like Jesus Christ is an actual, was God manifested in the flesh.